Hi everyone, welcome to episode 1. Look, talking that Tottenham talk, it's been a long time coming, but it's here and we're finally here and we have people waiting. So hi everyone, big ups to everyone in the comments. And yeah, we now, oh, thanks Timo. I accidentally pressed that, but thanks Timo, as always. As always.
Oh, Timo.
Literally always,
Only
man.
Timo,
Always. But what? So fortnightly we'll be here, and I'll be joined by my co-host Manya. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How's everyone doing?
We're good. Do you want to tell everyone where you're from first? Because I've got global fans here. Yeah, there are global Spurs fans. This is what we've done. So yeah, let everyone know where you're from and everything.
All right. Okay, so I'm from Johannesburg, South Africa, and well, in the south of Johannesburg. And the Spurs community is not that big here, so I'm basically ripping Spurs alone out here.
We love that. I do that everywhere I go. It's fine. Even in North London. Even in North London, I'm normally the only one.
From an Arsenal strip, you know. Hey, listen, don't let
honestly. We also have host of Gunner Talk here, Cam. How are you?
I'm all good, man. We're all good. Obviously, I'm with my co-host next to me. You already know. Yeah, you see us on Monday and we're back. So twice this week, you get my ugly face twice.
Always. No, we love having, Gunner Talk, check that out because that is a fire show. Look at who you've got. So yeah, it is absolutely great.
Look who you've got, man. If you have this guy on your show, yeah, it's always going to be a fire show.
And you as well.
Do you know what's good about Shocks as well? Do you know what's good about Shocks as well? Sometimes, yeah, you can relax and let him just take over.
I get that. People say that about me as well because I go off on a tangent.
Yeah, take over. You know that.
I love that. But yeah, today we're literally first show. We're starting with a big one. We're previewing this North London derby. No matter where we are in the table, this is always a fire game, regardless of form or anything. The hatred is there. So right now we're just gonna go through current form, what we all think. I don't really know a lot of your opinions on your managers, teams, and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be a good show. Let's start with
the comment section as well, because I see they've been going active as well. I'm seeing Shocks and Cam, man. Make sure you bring that intensity tonight and big up the rest of the panel. Come on, you Gunners. Let's get it, man. Always.
Look at that. We've got MB in the chat already. We've got Ryan here. A lot of us. Brian said he's only here because of Eleanor. We appreciate that, but we love everyone on this panel.
It's all right.
We're talking about pie here. So.
Some personal fans. All right.
We got real fans. Like me and Shocks, we have fans, but it's not like if they see on the street, oh my God. If they see Ellen on the street, this thing is still let me take this and that.
Yeah. Our club's got fans, unlike you guys.
Trust me. Our club's fans have got fans.
Right, we're not going with the smoke just yet. We're starting off light. Look at you, he's getting lit over there. Look at him.
I'm fucking ready for this, boy. God damn, I'm ready for this.
So I want to start with obviously how you all became Arsenal fans and Spurs fans. Everyone knows me. I became a Spurs fan through my dad. I had no choice. But Manya, we'll start with you. How did you become a Spurs fan? Why are you so unlucky to be in Johannesburg and be a Spurs fan? You live in a beautiful place. You had all of the teams and you chose us. Why?
16.
So when I was younger, I didn't actually there wasn't a lot of broadcasting in terms of Premier League football, right? So most of the time I'd only see United. Well, that's from my perspective. I only see Manchester United and Liverpool. And then I think just one day I was at a cousin's house and I was watching Spurs. And I just liked the way they play, Like it was just
Fair enough.
entertaining.
Pre-Jose.
Yeah, it was pre-Jose. Definitely pre-Jose. Way.
How long was this though? How long?
It was definitely pre-Jose. But yeah, I think it was like 2008, 2007, round about then.
Oh, so when you won,
And I don't know, I just fell in love with the club, and since then I've just been Spurs one way. I'll never change.
I mean, it's lovely, but also a bit unfortunate for you, but lovely. It's a lovely story. I had no choice. My dad made me this, and I had no choice. But yeah, Cam, how did you become an Arsenal fan?
Well, basically, yeah, I'd be a Spurs fan if my dad probably didn't leave my mum when I was a young age, and that sounds mad deep as well. I didn't mean to get that deep, but I'm just stating basically the obvious. But because of that, my uncle sort of became the father figure in my life, and he's the one that took me to my first ever football match, which was Arsenal. When I saw Dennis Bergkamp, I was like, yeah, this is the guy. This is the team.
Times for you.
Like,
Times for
I
me.
don't know any other team but Arsenal. Any other team but Arsenal is rubbish to me. And then it all kicked off when I was like, what, 5, 6 years old?
Yeah, wow, that's a really cute story as well, to be fair.
But my mum and obviously my mum's a Spurs fan, so I've been to bare Spurs games as well. So, but in boxing.
What happened to you? My uncle is an Arsenal fan, and my whole family is Spurs fans. And when I ask him what happened to him, he says I got lucky. So,
your uncle, man. They got your uncle. Man.
My dad's brother, my legit dad's brother.
I said I got lucky, innit?
That's what he says. I got lucky, and I'm like, damn, I've seen nothing. I've no smoke. But Shocks, what about you? What's your story?
Yeah, man, flipping. My mum came over to England from Jamaica when she was like 21, and younger. She had me when she was 21, and then when she came over, obviously Arsenal was the only club that really had a lot of black players, so she kind of fell for Arsenal. Obviously, in England,
okay, yeah.
Math thing. So people like Ian Wright and all of these kind of man there in it, like on the headlines for Arsenal and stuff. So she fell in love with Arsenal, and then from there, I grew up watching a lot of Arsenal from her kind of thing. Not even to say she's really a football fan, but if there was ever any Champions League games or any big
naturally,
finals, we would always watch it and stuff like that. And then before I knew it, I was an Arsenal fan, and then she stopped watching football, and then she left me in the shit with this team, innit? Like, so,
she had all the good times. She had all the good times, and now
she stopped watching it and then left me with this shit.
In the gutter with this fucking Stan Kroenke.
After 2005, she goes, all right, I've done what I need to do. I've done my bit. Shocks, it's down to you.
Like, you take the reins, and then now we're here, innit? Like,
so you want to play for this bullshit?
Yeah. I had a go at it the other day. I was like, you see you, yeah? Why on earth did you have to support this team, innit? Like, for me to fall into this trap, this death trap.
That's what I say. I actually said to my dad, it's child abuse. What he's done to me is child abuse.
Like, you want to hear the maddest thing, though, innit? I've gone.
But I'll be honest with you, yeah. This ain't even a shot, yeah. Any person that grows up for their child to be a Spurs fan, that is child abuse.
But I mean.
I'm sorry,
like, teaches you resilience.
No, it's different. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's different. Yeah, because I already know Eleanor's dad is probably exactly like my partner's dad, isn't it? Yeah, he's diehard Chelsea. Any other team that walks in that house.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, let me rephrase that. No other team can walk in that house, basically. If you're not Chelsea, you can't walk in that house, basically. So your dad's like that with Spurs, I'm guessing, innit?
Yeah. I mean, I had no choice. There was no choice for me.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I mean, me personally, like, I'm gonna be that dad. My son has no choice but to be a winner.
Yeah.
Whether he likes it or not, he has no choice. But I do know there are dads out there or mums out there, yeah. Like my guy, I've got, I have to laugh at my guy every day because he's a diehard United fan. His missus is an Arsenal fan, but his missus isn't like a big football fan. She doesn't really watch. She's only an Arsenal fan because of her mum. Yeah, but her mum's a diehard fan, innit? So when my guy's son turned about 3-4, they bought an Arsenal shirt and a Man United shirt and said, "What one do you want? What one do you pick?" And I love it personally because obviously he picked Arsenal, innit? So I troll him for it. Like, he tries to troll Arsenal. I'm like, listen, you're trolling me, yeah, but you're forgetting your son is an Arsenal fan.
Your legit son. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's mad.
So,
That's mad.
man.
I mean, I just thought it would be nice to, like, obviously because no one's met Manya, and just hearing everyone's stories of why they became into these two, let's say, not very fortunate clubs in this time.
I mean, when do you know what it is? Yeah, for being Shocks, yeah, like Shocks. I know you're not too much older. Like, you're only a couple years older than me, so you're in that same sort of generational bracket. You would have been, you would have seen more of Ian Wright than what I did.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But I like I said, I came in when Bergkamp was there, but it must have been, I don't know if it was his first or second season, but I started properly watching football when Bergkamp was there. You get what I'm saying? So that was that would have been just before the Henry took takeover era.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So when I came in, we was actually at that point winning I think we were just about to win the league for the first time, and in how many every year, in like 8 years or whatever it was. Obviously we had the FA Cup as well. So for us lot, we came in at a good time for Arsenal. Like, we was in a good sort of semi-successful period. You get what I'm saying? Whereas Spurs fans, if you're not born, if you're not born before 1970, I mean, if you're not born before 1961, you're not going to remember nothing.
If you're not born
you're literally not going to remember, apart from the 2008 Carling Cup final.
Yes, but listen, it's okay, right? I saw my club reach new heights that I hadn't seen before. Listen, we didn't back the best manager we've had in the Premier League era. So Pochettino's our best manager we've had in the Premier League era.
Yours. I was about to say, I thought you said the best. I was about to say, whoa.
No. In the Premier League era, we didn't back our best manager. And that I
forgot you're a proper Poch fan. I forgot.
I'm a Poch fan, and I will happily hands up to that. Listen, there is no
Manya, are you a Poch fan? Was you ever a Poch fan?
You're not alone there. I'm definitely a Poch fan.
Say that again.
Poch fan. See, I get good people on people. Come on, he knows what he's talking about. He knows his football.
I slightly think Flawless is like Tottenham fan because he's a Poch fan as well.
Who?
Flawless. I know his second team Spurs, innit? I know his second team Spurs.
Flawless knows his football. Listen, but moving to like recent times, obviously we started okay, and now we've dropped off. Now, as I've always said, the football wasn't sustainable. But Manya, what's your thoughts on Nuno and where we are now? And then we're going to get into like what you think of of Arsenal coming up on the weekend and everything. But yeah, for now, what's your opinions on us at the moment?
At the moment, I'm not happy online. I think we barely got through those first 3 games of the season with the 1-0 wins. I think we're just surviving. And then I think, Nuno's decision making in terms of like substitutions and starting XI.
His in-game management is weird. His in-game management is awful.
It is. That's the thing. It doesn't make sense to me. Like when I'm watching the game, like it doesn't like what I see and what he does don't correlate. Like it doesn't make sense. But I still think he needs a bit of time. I'm gonna give him. I feel for me, November is like he needs to get back the team moving because that December break, that December running is crucial, as we all know, in every season.
Do you know what? I just want to kick off the chat. I want to kick off the chat. I want to kick off the chat.
What are you doing? You're getting up comments, aren't you? It's cool. It's cool. Listen, Ryan, we all know I love Flawless, innit? So, but I love you too. But Flawless always is gonna be above you. So we need to stop. We
You're
need to
gonna start
stop this
fighting the chat.
conversation. It's like
You're
you
gonna
want
start
me to rip you. Like I don't want to be mean. So we just don't need to have this convo, innit?
You're about to start fighting the chat, Eleanor. I swear to God. I'm seeing
Right, man. Because
seeing
Eleanor loves
Ryan
Flawless
and
more than
Bear,
you,
man.
I'll love you more than Flawless, my G.
I know, but I love Ryan as well. He is my baby bro. So but yeah. But yeah, no, I hear that totally. I think for me, the football wasn't sustainable in those first 3 games. I think I've agreed with like nearly everything, everything you've said pretty much. I think with us, we needed to. What we needed to do was quite literally get a manager that just wants to play better football. I think we should have got Potter. For me, Potter would have been a much better appointment than getting in Nuno.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Did you want Potter? Did you want, out of all of the candidates that you lot was interviewing and they were coming forward and all of those kind of things, was Potter your number one choice then?
Number one, no.
Okay.
Bear in mind, we were linked to Poch, so of course my number one was Poch. We were linked to Pochettino.
Because I remember because the Pochettino came back up, didn't he? Because there was doubts that he might carry on PSG, innit?
Yeah. So for me, Poch was my number one. Realistically, though, Potter, if he had Kane and Son, I think he scores a lot more goals. This season, we have been seeing more output, more actual goal scoring from them. But their creation is something that we need to emulate. At the end of the day, you can have a different DNA. I think the DNA that Nuno has is not the attacking DNA. And I think regardless of player personnel, you can still have a certain DNA about you. And I think that all I've seen from Nuno is a very defensive DNA. And regardless of players, you might say we won't get the results. We're not getting the results now. So it's all about the managerial style.
Sorry. By the way, people in the comments here, you're forgetting, this is the Tottenham Talk. Talking at Tottenham Talk's first actual show. Yeah, so this is more of a Tottenham show. Don't worry. I see a couple people in the comments saying, when are we kicking up? It's cool. We'll get into that. Yeah. Just let the Tottenham lot introduce themselves because this is their show.
No,
Dizzy, I'm talking to you in particular.
No, but listen, I'm going to get your opinions on Arteta as well. Like, I need to know where we all stand in terms of what we think before we get into
I was
the
just
game.
letting people know because they might be thinking, how come they're not banging each other right now? And we'll get.
Well, if Manu turned around and said Nuno's the best thing since sliced bread, I would have been like, okay, go give it to Cam then. That's what I would have said. But obviously,
sliced bread, the best thing since sliced bread is this cup.
So yeah, we're kind of average, but yeah. Cam, what's your thoughts on Arteta and the way you started the season and all of that?
This is
my thoughts on Arteta, bro. Everyone knows my thoughts on Arteta. That guy needs to
let us all know, not everyone.
Alright, basically my thoughts on Farteta himself, Mr. Farteta.
Jesus.
I'll be honest with you. I've always said it, I've always said it. For your first ever managerial job to go to the hardest place as a football manager right now in any club, you're gonna fail, bro. You're basically setting yourself up to fail. Like, now I'm not saying he hasn't improved us or he's like, I can see there has been improvements in the squad itself. I just don't see it on the pitch particularly, but I do see the improvements in the squad. But it's just like I don't really see us.
he
under
should
this.
he should have done what a Gerrard did. Like, instead of going to an Arsenal straight away, he should have taken a lesser job and built his way up. It's a bit like Lampard did the same mistake. You get your dream job, or
Man was at Derby for 1 year and said, "Yeah, I'm good enough for Chelsea now."
Yeah, it's almost like the same thing happened. So I just think with Arteta, he's just got bitten off too much he can chew, with awful ownership as well. You have to remember the Cronkies are awful. Shocks, your opinions on Arteta and your season, and what's your thoughts?
Yeah, you just nailed it, man. Me personally, when Arteta was being spoke about as a potential manager for the actual club, I couldn't believe it. Obviously, he got the job and so on, so on. Look, man, at one point, when you first got the job, I was literally just Arteta, whatever. In my perspective, the fact is that he even got considered for that job, a job of that magnitude. Yeah, everyone can see that Arsenal were in dire straits. He was getting worse, and we was getting worse, and we're getting worse. Now, for you to actually think that, as an owner, for you to think that the best appointment for the job of that magnitude would be a person who has never, and I mean never, managed a single club ever, right? If that was your best idea, then it's you that needs to go. It's not Arteta. Arteta only accepted the job, so that's where I was kind of at. We won the FA Cup, so it was like, okay, yeah, cool. All right, let's see where this kind of goes. He obviously had the shit year last year. Then he started the season the way he did, and I can't lie to you, I that was the end of my tether. I was just like, look, this he's out of his depth. He needs to go. We need someone better, kind of thing, innit? Yeah. I still maintain the stance that the owners need to go, because I do believe the second the owners go, we'll see the domino effect happen. So you'll start seeing people like Vinay, he has to leave that post, and then Edu, he won't be there neither, because again, that's another guy that's not experienced at doing what he's doing. Vinay got the job. If you look at Vinay's CV, he's literally just climbed up the ladder to getting one of the most important jobs under actually owning the Arsenal Football Club. Which again, I don't understand how these men are getting these kind of promotions and these kind of job opportunities. Like these man's CV must be fucking amazing for them to actually get jobs of this size.
You know, these man's CV, they're the kind of CVs they upload on Indeed. Yeah, they're the type of CVs that they'll upload on Indeed. About bare job offers.
Imagine me just saying, yeah, I used to own I used to own McDonald's back in the day. Or like, no. I don't know if you ever remember, there used to be a record shop called HMV. You ever remember? It used to get like CDs.
Oh, I do. I remember HMV.
Oh, come on, bro. HMV, bro.
HMV don't exist anymore.
Anyone that don't know HMV, you're too young for me, man.
You're too young for me. But HMV don't exist anymore.
You don't know what HMV was the real spot.
Like Blockbusters, where you used to get videos and all that kind of things. That's like
bro, like I said, HMV was the real spot.
Imagine me just saying on my CV, yo, listen, I used to own Blockbusters, but there's no way that you can go trick Blockbusters. I used to own
Woolworths.
I used to own all of them companies, yeah. Safeway, oh my days, she's coming out with it. Like, that's like me saying I owned all of them and then just lying on my CV. And you actually owned them. Come, let's bring him in.
Like, I don't know what was in that
CV. You got that job, and from there. He obviously blagged the job. You can't hate him for accepting the job. So I don't blame him for having the job. I blame the people for putting him there.
Do you know what saved him, Strokes, though? Do you know what saved him this long? It's that FA Cup, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah, that's
if he didn't have that FA Cup, he would have been gone.
Probably the worst thing that has happened to Arsenal, ironically coming from a Spurs fan, is you lot winning that FA Cup, because it's kept him in the job for longer. I mean, it's great for us.
We were
kept him in the job,
and we were there.
I need to say it.
But we still won a trophy.
The reason I'm glad that we did win that trophy, though, is because we'll probably be in the same situation as Man United right now, talking about, well, we ain't won nothing for how many years. So I am glad.
I get that. I mean, difference is Chelsea just can't play you in a final at Wembley, can they? They actually just can't.
No. What it is, what I've noticed is Arsenal are like untouchable when it comes to Wembley against anyone. It's weird. Like the only time where I've seen Arsenal play absolutely shocking was when Tottenham was at Wembley as their ground when they used it for a season.
Yeah, and they still
Yeah,
weren't
that's
even good
what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we
But
still beat
apart
you
from
though.
that,
Ah,
every time
Eleanor,
I've
you
seen
started,
yeah, I'm not even yeah, I know you beat us. But every time I've seen Arsenal at
Eleanor's got
Wembley,
small,
yeah,
Eleanor's
I've
got
never been like nervous or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm always confident when we're at Wembley because for some reason we play our best ever football when it comes to Wembley Stadium. But when it comes to Emirates Stadium, it is what it is. It depends how they walk up.
I just want to address this comment. What I meant by Lampard is in he only taking the Chelsea job. I just think it was a bit early to take that job. So by having more experience, I think it takes a bit more time than taking from Derby to Chelsea. That's what I meant by that theory. Didn't mean like, oh, he's done it. He did take a lesser job, but it wasn't very long. And I think he jumped too much. Because at Chelsea, you have to win. That's
and you know what? I think the only reason they gave him that job anyway is because they had the transfer ban, and not many people would have taken that job, especially elite managers. So you know what I mean? Like,
totally.
You know what I mean? Instill the kind of DNA, trying to get some of their youngsters through and stuff like that. Like so.
Oh yeah.
But you're still premature.
Let's bring this to this weekend then. Is anyone feeling confident in this room? Anyone confident?
But I'm not gonna look. Yeah, I'm confident. I'm confident we can beat you, but I'm not confident we will beat you. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's really weird.
I'm confident in it.
You know what?
7-3 win, innit?
I heard a wicked stat today as well, yeah? You guys ain't beat us at home in the league for 23 years.
I was just about to say we don't win at the Emirates.
23 years.
Yeah, the only time we've won at the Emirates was in the League Cup when we won 2-0.
Yep.
The only time the Emirates is when
they beat us once in 23 years. They beat us once at home.
I was about to say, I swear they've beaten us at least once when that Yunus Kabul header.
Once. They beat us once in 20.
That Yunus, and that was in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the League Cup, the Dele Alli 2-0.
I remember.
I'm talking. No, he's talking. I think he's talking about Premier League in itself, innit? Like in 23 years, you've beaten us once, and I remember that game. It was against when Yunus Kabul got the winner. That pissed me off.
Oh, bless him. We love Kabul. Beastie.
Yeah,
like, you don't understand.
We should be a lot more confident than we are. However, we've all seen how our season actually started. You know, in the first 3 games, we never scored one goal.
You played what, Norwich and Burnley, and you lot are going to get and Wimbledon. Like, calm. You're not that much better. Like, listen, let's
23 years. One win in 23 years. Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, that's cool and all. That doesn't mean you're not worse than us in this point in time.
Okay, so that's
I'm confident. You heard me, fam. I said I'm confident, G.
Who is worse at this time right now, Eleanor? Who would you say is?
I would say you're slightly worse than us. I would say you're slightly worse than us because you don't have Son and Kane. You're slightly worse than us.
Okay. Oh, you're going to include that, man.
Manya, let's bring Manya in. Are you confident?
Okay, I'm not confident about this game, but Eleanor's right that you guys are slightly worse off than us.
You also have Arteta. Arteta's worse than Nuno. Come on.
Arteta's like the only difference
in the chat, because you need to read out his last comment right there. I think Arsenal are better than us. Coming from a Spurs fan, my guy. I like him already. My guy.
This is that.
Nice capping.
Yeah, I mean, Spurs fans are our worst enemy. But let's be real. Let's do we'll do a combined 11, right? Well, I'll get everyone to give me who they think would fit into this lineup, but that'll be at the end. But right now, I don't see how you would be. How would you be better than Tottenham? What have you got that we don't? What's better? Because we're both shit. So what's better?
I'm glad you didn't hear what I just said there.
You know what? Our defense is better right now.
I'm so glad.
No way.
Manya, did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard you, bro.
I know you heard.
Say it again.
She didn't hear, so.
What did you say?
It's okay. No?
I don't agree with that.
No, I said,
think Arsenal's defense
Harry Kane is overrated, isn't it?
I think that's shambles.
Harry Kane, trust me. Have you heard my Kane opinions? Because I don't think you have.
No.
Don't sit there and act like you're the best player in the league and then never show up when we need you, only against Arsenal, which I expect you to, as they're our rivals. He doesn't show up against anyone else. So don't get me wrong, Harry Kane, you've got a question mark if you can do it right now. You've got a question mark if you can do it. Listen, if you've watched any of the Q&As, you will know I have my Kane opiniends.
Listen, I can't watch. Listen, I can't watch the Q&As because they're too funny. But I end up being outside. I told Flawless the other day about this as well. So half the time, because they go on quite late. Yeah, I'll be outside doing, my cigarettes, my clean cigarette smoking. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll be out there at 1 a.m, busting up laughing, in the street, waking up neighbours and shit.
It's true. No, but honestly, for me, Kane, don't get me started on Kane. Kane is...
Okay, no, I said that because I wanted to set something off, but I actually have, but not in the way I actually thought. I set it off in a way that's actually going for us. Okay.
Yeah, well, in my opinion, listen, Kane, don't sit there and do interviews with Gary Neville. Don't sit there and say that you want to be able,
I love Tottenham.
You want to win something. I don't want. No, listen. I don't want any regrets. I don't want any regrets in my career. What did you do in our last final that you played?
You know what, Erna? Yeah, can I ask you?
What I'm saying is, don't sit there and say that you have not had your chances at Tottenham. You've had chances to turn up in a final, and like as always, big up Yannicka, big up Yan City, every time. But as she said, you can play well as an individual and still lose the game. There has been no final where I can say Kane played well. None of them. So don't sit there and say that you have not had the chance at Tottenham, because yes, you have. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you're so much better than Spurs. Go. No, I back my club and you should too, as our talisman. Don't. Anyway, moving on. What was you going to say, Cam?
I agree with you. I agree.
I agree.
Yeah, you're going to ask a question.
I'd rather Aubameyang over Kane. I
mean,
take that one.
there's difference.
I couldn't say that. I couldn't sit here and say that and then thinking.
Listen. There's a difference between being.
The amount of time I sleep. See your opinions on Harry Kane. Yeah, you would know my opinions on Mr. Blood Clot himself, Aubameyang, the most overrated striker for good reasons. But most overrated striker right now.
The thing is, maybe Aubameyang is more clutch than Kane, because Kane hasn't been clutch. But consistency over a season is different.
Do you know what it is, though? Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you both a question as Tottenham fans? Right? Yeah. If Harry Kane, could you see Harry Kane, being more successful at a different club, like? Could you see it as a Tottenham fan?
Listen, I don't. No, of course. If he goes to City, of course he can be. He'll see results. He'll win things. I don't deny that. But what I deny is the way he talks as if he's never had the chance. Don't make out that you haven't had the chance to make a difference on this club. There's a difference between me saying, "Oh, he won't ever do it." I'm not calling him a bad player. I'm just saying there's a question mark against his clutchness in big moments, and that includes semi-finals and finals. I think you can sit there and say, of course he's done so much for us over the season. I don't deny that, but in these moments, I do worry. But Manuel, what's your opinions on Kane?
He nailed it in his last comment.
Wait, I'm coming to you for that comment.
Why do you think I'm laughing, Shock? Why do you think I'm laughing? I'm going to mute myself so I let Man speak. Yeah, but why do you think I'm laughing?
Yeah, go on. What's your Kane opinions?
I fully agree with you. I think, this summer I was extremely pissed off at Kane. Like the way he went about everything in terms of like the interview with Gary Neville, that was unnecessary. I thought, because like you said, he's going on as if like there wasn't a Champions League final he played in.
He played the
Like,
final last season, like legit.
He played in 4 finals and he's had 4 shots on goal and none of them on target. That's ridiculous.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
And semi-finals as well.
That's ridiculous. Like for a striker,
I totally agree.
someone else of like
he's supposed to be world class, £150 million player. Like, you're supposed to. I'm going to hold you to these world class standards, which I think is fair. Cam, do you want to come in and answer these comments that people are going mad at you for?
This is going
mad. My stomach is hurting.
They're bringing out Mari comment, bro.
Answer your comments.
And I still stick by that we got a better defense than you, but I'll go into it in a bit still. But
we'll go into it.
You know when I said about Aubameyang, as soon as I said about Aubameyang, why do you think I was like that?
Yeah,
I was hiding from the comments like that, innit? Because I knew Dizzy, I knew Dizzy, out of everyone, was gonna pipe up. All right, Dizzy, let me tell you, innit? I'll tell you. I'll take my dressing gown off for this because I'm kind of hot still. Yeah,
he's getting hot.
It's getting hot in here, but I will not take off all my clothes because I am not Nelly. Anyway, I'll tell you what, Gwan. Yeah, listen. For the last year, I want to fucking hear it. Yeah, all right, cool. He went. The only thing I will forgive him for, not forgive him. I mean, like, the only way I let him off, because I know he had a bad year. I do get that. Like, his whole year in general was just shit for him, in person, just for him. You know what I'm saying? He went through mad shit. I get that. Yeah. The reason why I say he's overrated, and I've been saying it for the last 2 years now, is because the way I see this guy, him and Lacazette, bro, they must be the only 2 strikers I know that can be 1-on-1 10 times out of 10 and not score 1.
That's harsh, man. Shit. That's harsh,
it's not, but this is facts, bro.
Okay.
The amount of times, I'll leave the last season out of it because of obviously he had malaria, and then the stuff that happened with it was in his mum, and then after near the end of the season, I let him off for that. But that doesn't excuse the season before that. And then every time I see him get through, and I'm like, I'm already celebrating because it's Aubameyang, it's blood clot, and then he's missed.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times? Every weekend, bro. Every weekend. Yeah.
Every weekend.
He's cooking.
Docs, what's your opinion on Aubameyang?
I think he's still a quality striker, innit? Yeah.
Sorry. Can I just quickly say one more thing? Literally, just the last little thing. Also, he's getting old. He's not getting any better now. He's gonna start.
Of course he is.
You know what I'm saying? He will start losing it. So
Aubameyang's a quality striker, innit? Like, you can't ever deny that. His goal record is amazing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in his past 2 seasons, he's been joint top scorer. Well, not past 2, minus last season, but the other 2, he's been joint top scorer twice. Only Mane and Salah could score as many as him and stuff like that. So that's impressive. And then you go back to his Dortmund days, he was bagging goals. He bags goals. He always does. Since Arteta's come in, he seems to have changed something with Aubameyang, whether that's asking him to do more defensively or anything like that. But he's not bagging goals, isn't it? Whatever is going on with Aubameyang.
I mean, last season he was played as a left wing, wasn't he?
A mixture of both, innit? He was in and out here and there kind of thing. Which
I think was difficult for him to get goals.
No, but Aubameyang's game has always been kind of cutting off the left because of his speed and cutting and then bang the goal in it, right? So it goes back to what I was saying.
I just think down the middle he would do better.
But he's played down the middle for us and he still ain't bagged. Like Arteta last season, but the majority kind of did play him down the middle. Do you know what I mean? Like, whatever is going on with Aubameyang, it's not physical. I don't think it's nothing that he's lost physically. It's mental. It's all in his mind, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? It's either he's not working.
Bergwijn.
Who said that? Who the fuck said that?
Listen,
that is blasphemy.
Don't disrespect Bergwijn. No, I'm joking.
Speak Jesus, whoever just said that, bro. Are you mad? You mad? Listen. Don't get it. I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot as well. I'm about to take.
I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
You're not.
I couldn't even say that with a straight face. Man said it, and as soon as I said that, I was like, nah.
Nah, bro. Speak Jesus.
I
Man.
can't even hold it on this one.
One man just said it. One man just called it.
In terms of this game,
Pierre-Emerick
in
Werner.
terms of this game, where do you think you beat us on the pitch, for example? Like, you said you think you got a better defense. I mean, I think our midfield is like a whole right now. I think, but then again, I think our strikers outweigh yours. I think our attack is better than yours. So, Tanya, where do you think we like?
Our goalkeeper is definitely better.
Arsenal. Keeper, yeah, Lloris, 100%.
Yeah. Over Ramsdale. Are you mad? No, I'm joking.
Ramsdale. Come on. That was not even a question. That's not even a question.
I really like Ramsdale, but yeah, all right. You do win on the.
Do you know what it is as well, Shocked? I know I was bare critical.
I think we've got a better fullback. I think we've got better fullbacks in terms. Okay, maybe not left back. I think Tierney is a better left back, but right back, I don't think there's a better right back.
Are you okay? Munya, are you okay? You're talking about Emerson Royale.
What? You don't think?
What do you mean?
You don't rate Tomiyasu because I think Tomiyasu is
right
great.
back than who?
Bro,
I think I still need to see a bit more from him. For me,
you up?
I still need to see a bit more from him. It's only been a couple of games.
True.
So I mean,
it's the same with Emerson. To be fair,
that's what I'm talking about. Real, yeah, him, yeah. From what I've seen, what I saw Zaha do to him, yeah. Boy, I don't know. And if we're playing Pepe on that side, yeah, boy, it could be a little barbecue, a little cooking session right now.
Are you serious? I was scared Pepe.
But Pepe's the kind of guy, yeah, he'll do this. He'll start doing all of this and dropping his shoulder and doing all of that shit there, yeah. He'll cook him, he'll stop, he'll wait for Royale to come back, then he'll cook him again. And then he'll cook him again, and he'll be like, bah!
The joke is, after he's cooked him, the whole chance is gone anyway.
Yeah.
Because he ends up either going for a goal kick or throw in.
Back and then So I think
Royale times for the attack not to go anywhere, bro. Just so we can say, yeah, I'll beat you 4 times.
I think the back four, I think it's even. I think 2 of each player of each team can go into the back four. Because I think Ben White, I think is decent. I think he's quality. But as for was it Pablo Mari who plays next to Ben White?
No. Don't do that. Gabriel. You don't want to speak about.
Man, like Pablo, get to the
I ain't backing him with that one there, boy. But I'm just saying,
get to the job, Pablo.
All right, cool. Yeah, Dizzy, come in the chats, bro, and come cook Cam for that one there because boy, I can't back that one there, brother. I can't
come for me. You're not I can take the world. You see me, yeah.
I think this is a fair comment. I think this is a fair comment from MB that Gabriel's better than Eric Dyer. Diabolical, as he says.
Diabolical. I like that.
I think I agree. I agree with that.
I like this.
I genuinely think our attack outweighs yours. It just depends on how we play.
Question for Cam and Shock. Who is the one player Tottenham that you rate? I've said it for way back. Son.
Oh, it's quality.
Son as well. Yeah, I like Son as well.
Son loves it.
Yeah, he loves it. No,
I can't. But if you was to tell me to take any Tottenham on a free, like if someone came to me and said, "Hey, you can have any one of these players," and we're talking about the whole squad, I'm taking Son.
But so you keep Aubameyang and not take Kane. I get that.
See, wild.
Yeah, but no. Who said whoa? Who said I'm keeping Aubameyang? I'm bringing Son for Aubameyang.
You're going to play him in striker? Yeah, cool.
I'd rather him play striker. You see his bangers he gets, bro. This guy scored a banger against us last year. Bro.
Who is one Arsenal player that I rate? One Arsenal player that I rate is Saka.
Really?
I rate Saka. I think he's a great.
You rate
player.
Saka?
You don't lie that one. I don't
He
rate
don't
Saka.
know, does he? He doesn't fucking know, does he?
I don't rate Saka.
You don't rate Saka?
Who do you rate? Who
You
do
know
you
what,
rate?
Manya? I don't know if you heard, innit? I
At
don't
Arsenal.
know if you... No, Manya, because you live in South Africa, innit?
The most, I think, Tierney. I rate Kieran Tierney.
I
But as
rate
for
Tierney.
Saka, yeah, but I don't think it's
I
me.
rate
Saka.
Saka. Do you rate Emil Smith Rowe?
Thing is, I don't see what else Saka brings to the team besides running at the defense. He doesn't have numbers to back
we
anything
literally
up.
have like everyone that does that in our club, in our team. I mean, Bergwijn literally runs at
Bro.
defense.
Bro, I'm a Saka
Yeah,
stand.
and I don't rate him either. But like,
Fair enough.
if I'm gonna rate someone, it's because they're gonna make a considerable difference to my team, and I don't think Saka is gonna do that for me.
Prime? No. Let's not go too far. We won't go too far.
I need to
Yeah,
read
you
this,
think
yeah.
it's worth
Because the way he
120
spelled trust, yeah, I need to read it. Gabriel is worth 120. No, I don't agree. Do you know why? Because he's worth more than that, man. That's the man right now. That's the best centre back in the
Dizzy's
world.
last comment. Put Dizzy's comment up right now.
I
Yes.
understand why he doesn't rate Saka. He won more than Kane at just 19, so he's just...
What? What?
Listen, there's no need. There is no need.
Dizzy's in the comments repping Matt, bro. Big up.
If that's
my brother. That's my brother.
If that's the only way you can rate Saka, then there's nothing I can do about that, bro. Like what?
You got sprayed.
Like I'm pretty sure he didn't even start that game when we won that trophy.
Nah,
No,
Saka-
yeah,
Saka-
he was. He just. See,
Okay,
you're
so, like-
perfect for some
No, you might not start the game. You might not even play the game. But you know what it is? What, medal?
You're perfect. You fit in brilliantly. I love that. This is great. But yeah, I mean, in coming into this game, if you ask me, before this last game where we just got, before the Chelsea game, I understand the Palace game was awful, but I would like to think that was an anomaly and we were down to 10 men. I would have been sitting here saying, yeah, we should be winning, blah, blah. And then the Chelsea game happened and I understand I didn't expect to win, but the way we played in that second half.
Do you know what? Chelsea,
was
I actually respect Chelsea a lot more now. You know why? Because they went
atrocious.
easy on us. They went easy on us. They could have gone ham. They could have gone absolutely disgusting.
It worried me that we managed to
and
concede more than you.
They chose to stay at 2-0. They chose to stay at 2-0. They went to Spurs and said, "No, fuck Spurs." If there's one thing
They
I can
hate us.
relate with Arsenal, is
Everyone
fuck
wants
Spurs,
to be
yeah.
our rivals. Everyone wants to be our
No,
rivals.
do you know what I hate about Chelsea as well? Because Chelsea was so long. Think about it. Chelsea's biggest rivals were for so long, for years and years and years and years and years, were QPR and Fulham.
Yeah.
They didn't really have that big rival.
Chelsea. I don't want to talk about Chelsea. They just try. See what I mean? They've done it again. They always try to make themselves relevant in other teams' fan bases, bro. Stop giving Chelsea the clout, bro. They are not that big.
You're right. Fuck that.
They always try to do
Fuck
it.
Chelsea.
Now,
Anyway, moving on to us, yeah? This is the biggest game of our season. This is the biggest game of our season, in my opinion, because I hate losing to you lot. I physically hate it. I can't stand it. I can't. The Arsenal fans around me, everyone around, I can't. I physically can't. So I'm praying for a very respectable 1-1 draw because I don't see us winning. Wow. We don't create enough to score more than one goal.
Ellen, let me ask you a quick question. What do you, obviously, you're going on what you can see happening. Yeah? Is that what you're going on?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to see happen, though? What's your preference?
What do I want to see happen? I want to see us actually play some attacking football. Start on the front foot and come at you. I mean, you're not that solid. We can come at you. We have players that can damage you. We have Son, Kane. I don't know if Bergwijn's out, so we could play Gill, which I don't mind. But we have players that can run at you and get in and behind your defenses. But at the end of the day, if we sit back and concede all this pressure, we're putting more pressure on poor centre-backs to do a good job. I don't understand it. Why are we giving them more time on the ball? I don't get it.
That's true.
But yeah, for me, it's the way we play is going to be a massive factor because I don't think there's much difference in the squads. Like, I think we're both poor, so it just happens to be who's up for it on the day. And I don't know. I feel like
to be honest
Arsenal
with you,
players,
you know what it is as well with obviously with North London derbies as well. To be honest with you, it doesn't matter about form of North London derbies because I've seen. I remember a season where Tottenham were on some mad form, mad shit form, yeah. And us Arsenal fans, yeah, were gassed. Yeah, we got these under the sun, under the thumb like that. They beat us, bruv. Like, do you know how upset I was that day? Because I was so confident that we were gonna smack them.
Listen, my worst North London derby is when Kane scored that goal with the mask and then took it off and we thought we're winning the league and it was brilliant and Sanchez went and equalised.
That was crazy.
And then that is my worst memory. And we were 10 times better than you. And we still didn't win that game. Even when we're a lot better than you, we still don't beat you. So where's my confidence
that's
coming
what I've
from
noticed
today?
when it comes to the North London derby. It's literally who turns up on the day. That's what it is. Who turns up better on the day? Because
definitely,
fam, it's the North London derby. So every player knows about. Even as a kid, when they were 2 years old in nappies, bro, they would know about the North London derby. Even if their parents weren't even Spurs and Arsenal fans, their parents could be United fans. They would know about the North London derby.
Right, it's the biggest rivalry in London, man. I'm in England, man. Let's be honest, innit?
I'm not trying to. The only other rivalry that comes close to Arsenal Tottenham. The only other rivalry that comes close to Arsenal Tottenham is only because I've experienced it. I've seen it anyway.
Rangers Celtic, innit?
Well, no, that's Scotland. But yeah, they beat us, but they are the most. But fuck that. Is United Liverpool.
Yeah, 100%.
United,
but they're not in the same city.
If Leeds, the funny thing is, if Leeds was still, if Leeds was still a big club like they were 15, 20 years ago before they were relegated, Man United's biggest team would actually be Leeds.
Big rivalry, man. That's mad.
Yeah,
I see the way how some Leeds fans. I live in Leeds.
I think it's one of the best rivalries in the Prem. I don't know if I'm being biased with that, but I think there's so much anger.
No matter what, the North London derby.
I think there's so much anger between our clubs, so much anger that I think it's brilliant. But Manya, who would you start? Take me through your 11, and then we're going to do your 11s. You can do that together. But Manya, take me through your 11. Who you'd start?
Okay, so goalkeeping is obvious. Lloris.
Injuries. Take our injuries into account.
Do you have to take injuries into account?
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. You'll
be easier if we didn't.
So Bergwijn's injured, but I would have played him, you know. I would have played him with 3 broken legs, bro.
Okay, well, I think there's going to be something, but I don't know, maybe a little bit controversial in my defense. But anyways, I'm going to go Lloris, Emerson,
right,
Romero, Rodon.
You are getting gold.
Rodon.
Yeah, I rate Rodon, eh?
Whoa.
I rate Joe Rodon. I think all the times I've seen him play, he's been quite solid. And then Reguilon.
He's had big games to play as well. He's played in big moments.
Yeah, and he's been solid. Like, he's been stable. Yeah. You could rely on him at the back. And then in the middle, Højbjerg, Ndombele, and Dele Alli.
But don't you guys play 3 at the back?
Okay, right? Dele Alli. You would play Dele Alli.
You play 3. What do you play 3 at the back?
I would play Højbjerg, Skip, and then Ndombele.
I don't think we're here.
The problem I have with Ndombele is that he doesn't make the runs in behind that, like, Dele Alli makes. Like, Ndombele has got all the creative flair that we need, and I think he's probably the most creative player in our team. But
yeah, I agree.
Like, I need the goal threat, and Ndombele, as much as he's like creative, he doesn't bring like a creative goal threat,
Yeah.
So
totally,
I'd rather have Dele Alli in there with Ndombele just in behind Dele, and then I think the front 3 that should go is Son, Kane, and Brian Gill.
I would do that as well. with Bergwijn out. Cam, go with your 11. who you think is
I
going to
put
start?
my,
Who
I've
you
already
start?
put, like,
Who you
you know what, yeah, my preferred 11, because I put it on Twitter, but I already know what's going to happen. Yeah. See, I don't know. Shops might actually agree with. Actually, all of
Probably
it.
not if you're going
I
to
don't
put
know.
Murray in, bro. I probably won't.
No.
fucking agree with
No,
that.
that's right, my actual 11, yeah. My actual 11 would be Ramsdale, Tierney, Gabriel, Pablo. No, I'm playing Ben White. I'll give Ben White another goal, innit? Like, obviously, I want him to get as much game time to build that confidence up because I want to see if I'm right or I'm wrong.
You want him to do well.
I want him to do well, and I want to be wrong. You know what I mean? Like I do, but so I'll give him another goal, and then I'll have Tomiyasu on the right. That's my right back, bro. It's my fucking right.
I like him. I like him as a player.
It's my right back. And then what I'll do is the formation I would play, and I say it all the time, is 4-1-2-3. Yeah, so I'd have Partey as the holding, Partey or Lokonga as the holding midfielder with Smith Rowe and Odegaard as the two attacking midfielders, with Pepe on the left, Saka on the right, and for Tottenham, Laka up front.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would
agree.
do. But we all know his love child,
from
his
an
love
Arsenal
brother,
perspective.
Xhaka's back. So we know, but the thing is, we don't have to really take injuries in account. We have to take about Xhaka in account. Is Xhaka going to start?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I want Xhaka to play, and I don't want Laka to play because Laka.
When a Spurs fan says I want Xhaka to play, that's how bad it is, bro.
But I don't want Laka to play. Now I understand Laka isn't good over the season. But I don't want Laka against us. Laka turns up. Laka has a goal in him against us.
Bro, he's got a bullet, bro. You remember the bullet he scored against Spurs, bro? I think we lost, but that was a bullet.
We did 2-1, but the goal was outside the box. It was a very good goal.
Bro,
Shocks, who's your
even though we lost, I was celebrating that goal like we won, fam. I was like, I don't care that we lost.
That goal was a good goal, bro.
Yeah, my lineup.
He always scores.
Yeah, my lineup. Kind of similar to Cam's, but I'll do a 4-3-3. See, the thing is, what I wanted to ask you, I swear you lot play 3 at the back, though, don't you? Hello? Or was it just the Chelsea goal? You have the 3 at the back. So that means you would kind of have to overload.
It's been changing.
It's been changing. All right. So
it has been changing, yeah.
Transitional. Okay, cool. So from that, I'll do a 4-3-3. Oh, I mean, I would have done it anyway, to be honest with you. I would have done the back 4 is quite obvious, or the back 5 is quite obvious. I would obviously do the Ramsdale and goal. However, I do think Leonard's going to come back in for it. Ramsdale, Tierney on left back, Gabriel and White, along with Tomiyasu at right back. In midfield, I would do Thomas Partey as the sitting DM. I would have Lokonga next to him, and then I will put Odegaard in the 10. However, I do think, again, Xhaka's going to be back. It's going to be a mad thing. I can see it happening. Attacking-wise, I'll do exactly what Cam just said. So I'll do Pepe. I don't know, though, man. Yeah.
No, Shops, take it into account, yeah.
No, Emerson on that back,
Pepe's...
I want him to get smoked by Pepe.
No, but listen, Shops, take it in account.
One second.
The best games Pepe's ever played, for Arsenal, the 2-3 games I've ever seen him, like, and I thought, fuck, this guy deserves man of the match in every team, bro, was when he played on the left, bro.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. He's too predictable when he plays on the right. You know exactly what he's going to do. Whereas
you know exactly what he's going to do when he plays on the right. On the left, you don't know, because you know why he wants to play on the right, because he wants to cut in for the shot. He wants that left foot in swing. So you know exactly why he wants to play on the right.
Let's be honest. If Xhaka plays, he's got a yellow card in him. Probably gonna fuck up at the back, and we could probably score a goal through the fact of Xhaka making mistakes. So I want Xhaka to play. Yeah, dominance at Emirates. I don't care. I see him, and I do not fear him. I laugh. I actually want to see his name on the team sheet. For me, he is shocking. He will play because Arteta doesn't know what he's doing really. I mean, he compared football to basketball. Like we all know, Arteta's a bit clueless. He will play him probably, which is great for me. So yeah.
Big up Dizzy, yeah, because Dizzy's got a sick lineup there, yeah. And I swear to God, I was actually thinking, not Oba. I would not put Oba up top, but I was thinking about having the Odegaard and ESR beside Tommy Partey, who would be sitting in the middle like a DM kind of role. However, I think we need to shore up our midfield, being of how you guys' midfield could possibly turn out on that day. So I do think like we would probably need the double pivot for this game. And then
would you not play Laka?
Yeah, 100% I play Laka. 100%. Back to goal, bring in some of the wingers and stuff like that, and obviously can create a little bit of space for Odegaard to obviously possibly get a goal as well. So, but that's what I will probably do, man, to be honest, on the 4-3-3 thing.
All right, we're gonna quickly just run through our score predictions. I mean, mine. Are you not gonna say it's a cop out? I don't know, but I'm gonna go 1-1. That's my
say it with chest
for
man.
it anyway.
Say what you score with chest.
Listen, my chest is saying 1-1. We draw when we're good. We're definitely either gonna lose. Best I can hope for is a draw. So I'm gonna go 1-1 because I don't think both of us attack very much. I think both of us sit. So I think getting one goal each is pretty lucky for both teams.
That's where you're wrong.
That's where you're wrong. Have one shot a game.
You're wrong there. Because we do attack.
What, do you think you lot attack?
We just don't finish our dinner.
I don't think you lot do anything. Do you know what it reminds me of? Your ball. The way we had a lot of possession under AVB, we just used to pass around the middle of the pitch. That's what your ball reminds me of. You just pass with no attacking actual threat.
Do you know what, Eleanor? Yeah, no, spud me because for the longest time, I've been saying to myself, why does Arteta remind me of a certain manager? And I couldn't think who it was. The way he plays football. That's who it was. As soon as you said that name, it's like you clicked. It was like you gelled like perfectly, bro.
Yeah. Like, literally, it's just passing on the pitch with no actual intent to do anything. That's what he reminds me of. But yeah, for me, 1-1 will be lucky with. Manya, what's your goal? What's your score prediction? I hate doing these, but we have to.
Hey, with chest.
Oh, like, it's a tough one. I think it's a must win for both of us. I think both Nuno and Arteta are going to use this game to try and prove that their projects are, working.
Yeah, true.
So.
Well, Nuno has listen. If we be honest, if Nuno has a project, he has a whole.
Going off of history, I'm going to go with 2-1 to Arsenal, and I hate doing that.
My guy.
No.
I hate losing to these lot.
I hate it as well. Trust me. There's nothing I hate more than losing to Arsenal.
I've got a Spurs shirt for sale. You want it?
It's just me trying to be realistic. Yeah, it's just the way things are going for us right now. I mean. Bloody hell, we barely made it against Wolves just yesterday.
Oh, so, yeah, I mean, these are played Wimbledon. Let's not gas up again. Burnley, Norwich, and Wimbledon. Let's not gas it up.
Yeah, but I think we'll go to 2-1 to Arsenal.
Let's move on. But Cam, go your score prediction
with chest.
Go and say it.
Is he frozen?
No.
Oh, right. I thought you froze, bro.
Do you know what? Yeah, I've got two. If we don't start Xhaka, I say we win. A very strong, comfortable, exciting 1-0. I say we win.
1-0 to the Arsenal, Rewind.
Strong, comfortable.
If Xhaka is starting.
What is that?
If Xhaka's starting, it could go anywhere, to be honest. It could go it could go so horribly wrong. We could be actually.
This is what I said, I'm gonna say.
We could see. You know what? You know the stat Shocks brought up earlier. Yeah, you've only beaten us once in 23 years. We could see that happen. That we could actually see that 1 turn into 2.
Big up Dizzy. Dizzy's spitting pure facts, bro.
I really don't, but I would love to. Shocks, what's your
3-1. 3-1. Comfortable. 3-1.
You say that with you saying that you were going to score 3 goals.
Remember, Wolves don't score.
3 goals.
Remember, yeah, Wolves don't score.
So they've got to attack more than once, and these are only 3 goals.
Yeah, 3 goals, fam. 3 goals.
Nah.
3-1. See, Cam, that's when you talk with chest. When you talk with chest, that's what you do. Don't say, I'm going to talk with chest 1-0. It is.
What are you on about? Nah, you're living in daydream.
Yeah, he's saying chest is only one attack in the game, which is fair.
I said it with chest 1-0. I said it with chest
3 goals.
Only 1-0. I said it with chest. Norwich 1-0.
No.
3-1. No.
And we're gonna come and we're gonna.
I'm not letting this. No, I'm not letting this fly, bro.
Come back to me.
You're not going to attack more than one.
Yeah.
But we can't even score 2 goals in one game. You know, listen, Shocks, let me give you a stat.
Both our teams haven't scored more than 1 goal this season.
No, hold on. One minute, man. Yeah. Let me give you a stat.
I'm not high yet, Prime. Not yet.
No, Shocks. Let me give you a stat. We have conceded 9 goals in the Premier League.
It goes out the window in the North London.
Pause. We've conceded 9 goals in the Premier League.
Yeah, but you've got to be logical as well.
We're gonna score 3 goals, isn't it?
Nah.
That's madness.
You can't even take his job seriously.
Guess this guy.
You can't even take his job
Wimbledon. You scored 3 goals against Wimbledon, and now you're gassed. Do you realise that was Wimbledon? Yeah, that's like scoring against
West Brom as well. You've got goals in
West Brom's under team, under 23 team or whatever.
Difference is Shocks, yeah. The difference is, championship team. Unfortunately.
Nah, I know. Fuck it, I'm sticking with it. Yeah, 3-1. I'm saying 3-1. Fuck it.
Cam,
I got back.
my last comment for sure.
Yeah, you gotta say chest now, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying it with chest, bro. Bare chest.
How did you go through? We had 30 shots against us.
I read that.
That's fucking facts.
It is true. But fuck that, bro. We always say form goes out the window in these games.
You said Shocks. How did we score 3? We had 30 shots versus Norwich and
they conceded 3 to Palace. They've conceded 3 to Chelsea. I'm not by any means.
Okay, they've conceded 3 to this and that.
Yeah, but
we've conceded
Arsenal,
5 to City, bro.
Like I said, Kane's gonna get his.
City don't have a striker. City worry about where their goals are coming from, and you still conceded 5.
He's in 10 men. He's down to 10 men. Fuck it. That's
rolling it. We were down to 10 men against Palace then. We were down to 10 men against Palace.
Yeah, that's because what's his name? Tanganga tried to lift up Zaha by his armpits, bro. I don't know who told him to do that. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Tanganga for that. Well done, my guy. I love him.
Like a little toddler.
I love him. He called him a pussy. Whoever called Zaha a pussy is a winner. Come on.
He is a pussy, bro. Oh, what? Yeah, no, what after? Yeah, he's a pussy, bro. You know what he reminded me of? Do you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Kevin Hart, bro.
Who?
But you know, but Kevin Hart does it in a comedy act, so you know it's gonna be funny, yeah, because you know that's what he's like. Zaha is not a comedian. He gives off the act like, "Don't fuck with me because I'll knock you the fuck out. I'm the man."
I don't know why he's like
that. That's the act. So you know when you see Kevin Hart have a joke like, what you want some? And then the man stands up. He's like, why can't we just hug? Like, you know, he'll make a joke out of it. That's Zaha, bruv.
Yeah.
Man stood up to him. A younger stood up to him. Said, what?
I am back in this.
So, ref. Is that a free kick then, yeah?
But we're going to wrap up. But thank you all for coming on. Is there anything you don't want to add? Cam, anything you want to add?
I just want to say one thing for the Tottenham lot, yeah, and for Sarcasm City. Welcome for a Tottenham show, yeah. Welcome. We are glad that we have I mean, as an Arsenal fan, I can't really say it, but we are glad there is a Spurs show.
Well, we're covering all the teams now, which is great. All the big
Exactly,
if you will.
exactly.
Teams. So
it's just a shame that our two teams right now are in the shit hole. But
yeah, exactly.
we're
But thank you, and shout out where Gunner Talk is on Mondays.
Mondays,
yeah. Mondays
definitely
at
tune into Gunner Talk. And yeah, shout out your Twitter and all of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I might as well. I forgot to tell everyone, G. I've got a new Twitter. Obviously, if you didn't know already, man got banned, man got locked up like Akon and shit like that. So my new Twitter handle is just Cam ODS. Cam _ODS.
Go follow. Definitely go follow. It's very good, very entertaining Twitter. Regardless, the fact that he's an Arsenal fan, very good Twitter account. Great guy.
Real guy for us.
Shocks, where can everyone find you and anything you want to add pre the game and all that?
Yeah, I mirror what Cam said. Anyway, still, big up Eleanor, man, on your new show and stuff. Like, it's gonna pop off, man. And welcome to the Sarcasm City team and all of that kind of stuff. There, big up to that Tottenham talk show, and even though it is a Tottenham show, like
fuck you, Dizzy.
Yeah,
big up.
Yeah, big up Eleanor for a dope stream and stuff like that, innit? Yeah, you can find me and my guy Cam on that Gunners Talk on Mondays. Ranging from about 9 to 10 o'clock or whatnot. Like usually,
I'm not gonna say anything now. Yeah, I'm not gonna give it a rate now on live. Yeah, but we might have a new surprise from Sarcasm City in store as well.
It's coming. Announcement coming.
I'll let Flawless.
Very exciting. Definitely tune in. There's a lot going on anyway on this channel, so definitely tune in. And where can everyone find you, Shocks?
Yeah. So catch me on Twitter. My handle's in the going along the bottom there. I'm on Instagram, same thing as well. And then I'm on a couple of YouTube streams as well. So shout out my guy Hassam as well. This is football. Catch me on Thursday nights on that channel. You can also catch me on the Gal streams as well. We're just doing our thing, man. But yeah, man, big up for having us on again, Eleanor.
Yeah, come on. No,
it's been a pleasure
having us on for your first show as well. So that's
it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
And can I ask, Manya, are you also going to be involved every week as well with Say No More then?
Yeah, he's on. He's my co-host. He's got to suffer this with me. He's doing therapy sessions with me.
Never suffer alone, Elena.
He's doing therapy sessions with me.
So yeah.
But Manya, where can everyone find you? Shout you out. He's new to all of this, so it's been a great show. I think. Well done. You've done very well for your first show. So big up, and we're very happy.
You'll get used to it.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you. Shocks, Cam. It was good to meet you guys, man. I had a good time. I didn't think I'd actually catch some laugh with some Arsenal fans, but hey, you never know. It was a massive shout out to Elena. Thank you for
I don't know why that one hit me.
Putting me on with this. I think I tried my best, even though there were a little bit of nerves, but I think
you've done well.
You're done, bro. You're done.
I think I tried
in this game,
and you guys can find me at Manya_23 on Twitter, Instagram. Like I said, everywhere.
Go follow people. He's going to be here fortnightly with me. We're doing this show fortnightly. He's going to be here Thursdays with me.
Yes,
and we've got another
working around the time difference.
Yes, working on the time difference, but you know how it is. And this is where we all wave, and then I end the broadcast awkwardly till it ends because my laptop is super slow.
The comment section, guys, smash the like, subscribe.